Maybe you should pull the fucking trigger.
Pull the trigger. Ain't nobody gonna do for you.
Hey, what's up guys, TeamDemise Andy here, and this episode came out late, as you've seen if you watched the little video I put out earlier. I didn't think the episode was going to come out, but I checked Crunchyroll like 30-45 minutes ago, and it was up, so I went on my break, decided to do this review, and hopefully we get it out quick enough. But this episode started off back where we left off last episode, you know, obviously, where Rachel's being hung up and persecuted for being a witch, which I really don't understand. I mean, I guess, you know, they just used witch for that reason. But it's confirmed that Kathy, Eddie, Zack, and all them are angels, of course, of death, hensing the name, but it's never been confirmed that they were angels up until this point, I don't think. And, Gray says something weird here. He says there is no God. So he's saying, like, there is no, like, biblical God, but he is God of this world, so to speak, even though he's more of like a priest. All this is illusions, though, and Rachel finds that out, but we kind of already knew that. So it's a weird situation going on right here. I'm not exactly sure where this is going to go or what could happen next. But the whole thing, you know, Gray being God, we kind of already figured that the way he was talking the last few episodes. But he didn't fight her. He didn't do anything. Once she broke the illusion, he just gave her the medicine, and he's like, "You're not gonna kill me," and she's like, "No, you're not. You have no need for me." So that was a cool little scene, I guess. But breaking the illusion, I want to talk about that for a second, because it appears that she cut her hand. This episode had a lot of stuff in it that I'm going to have to go back and probably rewatch to catch every little thing. But she, like, cut her hand on Zack's blade, and it kind of looked like he saved her. So I don't know if that was him actually, like, doing anything, or if it was just the picturing of the blade being Zack. I'm not exactly sure how that worked. But, you know, whatever, moving on past that part. Gray gives her the medicine, so she's heading back to Zack, and when she gets back to Zack, we find out that he has burn marks. And the burn marks we later on find out are from a guy who basically was his dad or stepdad at the time, who wanted to kill him, so he caught him on fire, but Zack grabbed him back and took a hunk out of him and, you know, saved, and then he was sold off to an orphanage for money. So yeah, I mean, not the best means of getting around, I would assume. Then we get a cool little scene about the sewing, because if you remember in the first or second episode, I think it was the first episode, she sewed that bird back together, and now it's kind of coming full circle where she's sewing Zack up. So I thought that was a cool little cameo that happened there, and she tells Zack he's God. So that happened. Zack is now her God. Then we get a flashback from Rachel while they're going up the to the next elevator. It appears it was Rachel's flashback, but it kind of looked more like it'd be something from Zack, but probably not. The flashback shows us a guy killing a girl with a knife, like stabbing her. And then it cut out, and I don't know if that was maybe Rachel's parents, but this episode ended on a pretty weird cliffhanger here. She says something along the lines of, Zack doesn't like lies, and God doesn't like the unclean. And she says, I can't tell him now, it's too far in, or something like that. And she says that her hands are unclean, implying that she's like a murderer, which would make sense on why she's here. But then again, it kind of throws my theory of her committing suicide straight out the door. But I'm not exactly sure on how that's going to turn out. We're going to have to wait till next week. I'm really glad that the episode got out, even though it was really late. I'm glad to see it and glad that it happened, but the sewing thing was the highlight of this episode for me, because it brought around full circle. Like I said, I'm probably going to have to watch it again to understand everything, but yeah, cool little episode here. Nothing major happened, like with fighting wise, But Zack's back to full health, Rachel's good, they're heading back, they're starting to get to know each other a little bit better, and it appears that Rachel's going to have a huge plot twist coming up, so can't wait till next week. Anyway though guys, if you like this video or you like what I'm trying to do here on this channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I do these videos weekly, I do the Boruto reviews weekly, and I do a lot of other little content here and there. So, yeah, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, leave a comment on this video, what your favorite part of this episode was, and leave a like if you just want to help me out. Anyway, though, guys, I'll catch you all next time. Peace out.